Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We take a look at the Bitcoin short-term chart. In the previous video earlier today, I also covered the bigger picture, but let's be honest, the chart hasn't really changed on the larger time frame. On the smaller time frame, we have some movement, but I understand if people are getting frustrated or getting bored because this does feel like very much corrective price action. And I understand that it's frustrating. Well, what are we dealing with here? We're still dealing with range movement. I mean, some of you might remember it, some of you might not, but after the crash on the 4th of November, day after, I made you aware that we could really spend some time in this range. You will remember it if you watch the videos regularly. And we're doing exactly that. Yeah, I saw it coming just based on the indicators, and what can I say? I don't like it, but I have to point it out when I see it. So I know this doesn't help to point this out in advance really, but at least mentally it can prepare you to focus more on capital preservation when there is a risk that we spend some time in the range. You will have noticed that I'm tracking two short-term bearish scenarios still, which are highlighted here in yellow and in orange, and these are also the scenarios that are leading until we actually break above $112,400. This perspective hasn't changed, so I find one more low could still be very likely. I'm not overall bearish, yeah, but I will not rule out another low. I actually find another low quite likely. But what I'm doing, I'm watching really actively here these swing lows, yeah, the previous swing lows from last week. And also obviously here this support area with key support at around 100,744 and 100,344, because we could get some bids here. Yeah, the bulls could certainly show up here and then drive the price back into upper resistance, which was already tested on Tuesday. In this case, the market would likely test $109,380 to $112,400 in a broader A, B, C structure. At the moment, though, the pressure appears to be down because we haven't even broken above the 50% retracement at $107,309. And all the, why are the short-term bearish counts leading? So first of all, we don't have any break above resistance. And then secondly, we don't have any impulse up or 5-wave move up. This is a corrective bounce labeled WXY, or part of a larger A, B, C structure. So what can I say? I mean, this is a choppy mess at the moment, yeah, and there isn't really any directional clarity here at the moment, yeah, because we don't get 5 waves. Without 5 waves, it just tells us we're in a range, yeah. And the range boundaries, I think, are very clearly defined. We've got upper range boundary around 112,400, lower range boundary around 100,744. At least these are the Fibonacci boundaries. And so I'm watching for the bulls to show up. They showed up already earlier today here with this move up, but you might remember from the last video I explained to you, this is only a 3-wave move up. What don't 3-wave movements give us? Confirmation, right? So with a 3-wave move up, it's always too early to confirm. It was looking a bit promising, but yeah, with only 3 waves, it's not enough. And then what we have now is a possible short-term setup, you could say, for the yellow 5th wave. If this is already the top of the 4th wave, then this might be an A wave down, A, B, C, and A. This here is resistance for B, and then we could get a C wave down. So I think within the range, we have another micro resistance area to watch between 103,678 and 106,159. I view this as a weaker range resistance because a break above it is easily possible in the orange B wave, and it wouldn't really change much. It might just expand the range. So if we get a bounce from here, and I think from this region another bounce is likely, it could happen from this area here, maybe after one more low. We have range lows there, we have trend line there, so just a lot of support there again. But then the first focus would be on this Fib resistance area between 103,678 and 106,159. I know, not much is going on, but we're here anyway. And if you're here still, in this boring and frustrating market, you're doing well. So yeah, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then consider to join the MCO family. Join the MCO community. You become part of an exclusive club, you could say, of very interested, Elliott Wave interested traders, investors worldwide. We have community members from all over the world. You get access to member-only videos. Today I covered Aster, yesterday I covered Sui, then Uniswap, and so on. A lot of additional updates here for members who support the channel. You can also find on our channel page this video which explains the member benefits. You also can access our weekly member live session. We run it again this week on Sunday. So you'll be able to participate there, request coins, charts, and ask all sorts of questions. Just connect to the MCO community. And as a gold member, you can access our Discord server for a lot of additional updates. So yeah, of course, you guys get a lot of additional updates as members because members make all of this possible. Again, it takes a lot of work to create all these updates, videos, and they're completely for free here on YouTube. So as a thank you, you guys get a lot, including TradingView live charts on Discord, an Elliott Wave course, a risk management course, a lot of bonus updates, for example, on gold and silver. Yeah, check it out. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.